Are live. Welcome to the We Are ND Nation podcast, season 6, episode 11. I am Evan J. Thomas. With me always is the one and only Dennis Stover. This week we have the Irish are at home for a game under the lights against a 7-1 Navy midshipman. I was supposed to be there, but I ended up canceling and actually giving away my tickets,
Smart.
which was awesome. So the game tonight is at Notre Dame Stadium. The Irish drop in at number 10 in the first college football playoff ranking. Another coach fired as Auburn let go Hugh Freeze. Dennis and I have Dennis has his idiot of the week and also our predictions for the Navy game. We also will be taking some chat. If you are interested in that, if you have any questions or anything, feel free, drop on in. There is some games on right now. We got Indiana beating Penn State 17-7. Georgia 24-7 over Mississippi State. We got Texas Tech shutting out BYU at home 13-0. Ohio State only 14-3 over Purdue. So those are the games right now.
Where are they at in that game? Ohio State.
They are, what is it left? There's 7.5 minutes left of the second quarter. So it's not even.
It's at Purdue, right?
It's at Purdue.
Is it rain? It's raining?
It has to be.
They still got the second half.
Yeah. And we know how Purdue is. They get beat by everybody.
Yeah.
We know how Ohio State's been running it. They don't lose to games like this, so we'll see how that works out. But let's talk about you and I. What's new? What's going on, Dennis? How you doing?
Not much. Just waiting. Always. I love the night games, but also you hate them because the lead up. Just waiting around all day for the game, and I don't watch game day anymore. I haven't watched it since the very first episode of the season because I want to. But I haven't watched it since because I've given up on that. So I kind of get antsy just occupying my time. But it's a good idea that we ended up doing the show because we were going to miss it this week and we didn't get but it's kind of fun to do it now. So that's cool. Excited for the game tonight. And I was hoping Penn State would give a little bit better contest to Indiana. Because I want to see some more teams lose in front of us.
Well, there will be at least one of them because you got the Texas Tech and BYU game right now. So one of those two teams will.
I think in regards to the playoff rankings first coming out, I think it's playing out. I think it played out exactly how it should. The way, because you're going to have a lot of people screaming. It's always going to happen every year, right? Alabama fans were happy last year. I'm sure if I wouldn't be upset if we lose, another game. I don't think we should be in. That's just it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But if we win the rest of our games, and then we might not get in. I might have a little problem depending on how else it would play out because you have to always let it play out because everybody was beating their chest pounding the desk and upset because Memphis lost last night. So it's always going to play out. And don't get mad that there's a group of 5 team that gets in. That's the way it was bargained and set up. It's still and for the Big Ten and the SEC to cry like they do and want to expand it to 24 field, a giant playoff. Like the NCAA basketball tournament or something. Crazy. It's just, I think it's perfect at 12.
This is good. This is good right now.
The regular season still matters. It's still the best regular season in all professional and we'll say amateur sport now. Because, and then it also, you just don't need more because again, we played 16 games last year at ND all the way to the championship.
Yeah,
and the SEC and the Big Ten the SEC would get if it started this week, they would get 4 teams in.
4 teams, Big Ten.
And the Big Ten gets 3 or 4 possibly. Too.
No, actually, right now SEC would have 6.
6 teams. So
Big Ten would have 3.
Don't cry because where you should be upset is the fact that you have the SEC and the Big Ten, and you have them playing in the championship game. And the loser still gets rewarded with a seed. That's what you should be upset about.
Correct.
Right? Because it's like, so what's the point? You just got to make it. And it's like, okay, cool. Who cares if we win the Big Ten championship or SEC championship? Because we're still a 3 or 4 seed. It's like, that's where you should be upset.
Yeah, so I'm going to run down the top 12 right now. You got Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, Notre Dame at 10, Texas, and then Oklahoma.
Right.
So, and we
know Oklahoma's beaten, but Virginia, ACC, they're a bad conference this year. They're FSU and Miami and Clemson that were all ranked in the top 10 to start the year took a nosedive.
And then we had Georgia Tech lose last week.
Georgia Tech lost, right? So now you just have Virginia. So they got shunned, and then people, the Big 12, that's going to play out right in front of our eyes today. They want to anoint these teams, and they should be where they rank. BYU is undefeated; they should be. But again, let's wait and see. Indiana is a good team, but again, let's wait and see because everyone was, Texas A&M should be number one and Indiana should be number one. Man, no, they shouldn't. So by that logic, and then people upset that Notre Dame is 10, then by the people that are saying Texas A&M should be number one because Texas A&M has the best win of the year against Notre Dame at Notre Dame by 1 point, they should be number one, but then Notre Dame shouldn't be number 10? Come on, you buffoons.
And then what I also see is the Miami should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame just because they beat them.
They beat them. But it's how you're playing now.
Game one, exactly. So if you lose 2 out of the last 3, no, you should not be ahead of them.
Thank you. Yeah, right. You beat Notre Dame. You got it. You do have that. But you lost to SMU, my man. Like, come on.
And that's not a bad way.
And SMU, that's not a bad loss either.
SMU is good.
Yeah.
But, well, let's talk about the most recent game. Obviously, Notre Dame beat Boston College last week, 25-10. Not the best looking game in terms of offense and defense, even though CJ Carr put up numbers, 299 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Love with 136 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. That 94-yard freaking run was unbelievable. And then,
I have another take about that. Why Jeremiah Love isn't in the top 5. Okay, all their Arch Mannings and all those guys they sucked off so hard at the beginning of the year are all nowhere to be seen now. So how can you have the best running back in the country that all these numbnuts were saying
at the beginning of the year?
At the beginning of the year, and now he's nowhere to be found in the highs. And yes, I'm going to be a Notre Dame homer right now. He should at least be in the top 5. I have it down right now. If I had a Heisman vote, it would be either Mendoza at Indiana or Love at Notre Dame.
Here is why I kind of see why Love isn't.
Oh, stop! Because it's just a quarterback award.
Hold on. I'm going to say because Jadarian Price is also taking on.
He takes some stuff.
He's taking a lot away because I'm looking at the stats. Just stats alone. And we know watching the game, different story. 141 carries for Jeremiah Love, 894 yards, 6.3 yards per carry, 11 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you throw in Jadarian Price, 85 carries, 521 yards, 8 touchdowns. So those are a good chunk of numbers that's just been taken away from Love.
I wouldn't say it's taken away from Love because I don't think Love could take all that pounding and abuse.
I agree. And this
he's better that Price gets some of those carries.
Correct. To keep him more
fresh. Love what he does out of it. He catches the ball too, man. There's other things that just throwing and completing passes for 90%.
Yeah, and I'm looking too. So Jeremiah Love also has 227 yards receiving and 3 more touchdowns.
I wonder if all these people just what games or what they. I guess I watch college football differently than they do. I don't know. And I try my ass off not to watch it from a stupid Notre Dame bias all the time. But obviously, look, we do a podcast. But I'm not saying he should win the Heisman, but to not be in the top 5 right now, and what are they going to say? There's backs that have more yards than him. I bet there are. But can we look at what he means and what it is that he means to that team, right?
Well, that's the other thing, too. So I'm looking at the current Heisman odds. And as of right now, they have Julian Sayin of Ohio State at plus 175. Fernando Mendoza of Indiana at plus 220. Ty Simpson of Alabama at 340. And then Marcel Reed of Texas A&M at 650.
Nick Saban didn't even want to play. Didn't Nick Saban a couple weeks ago say, man, I made a mistake by not starting this Ty Simpson or Julian Sayin or whatever it was.
Julian Sayin.
And because he said that, now it's like, give him the Heisman.
Yeah, exactly. It makes like 0 sense to that. But yeah, so let's talk about this game. I mean, obviously, And I'm looking at, again, the
Which
stats.
game? Boston College or Navy?
Boston College. So
Okay.
the defense had 6 sacks,
Man,
had 12 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and
they gave up a lot of passing yards, though.
Now, it was
Boston
against
College got a little spark from that backup QB.
They did. And they did have, and obviously BC was 1 and 6 going into the game?
7, yeah.
7, something like that. So obviously not blowing them out like Notre Dame should have.
Right. And it was after a bye week. And
Yeah,
I was a little upset at that point. I'm glad they won. You're going to have some clunkers, but you had a bye week, and that's how you would perform. So, and
that first
let's
half
talk about that atrocious kicking game.
Whew, don't even get me started on that, because that right now is like the Achilles heel of, and you could see it in Marcus Freeman, because they even went for 2-on-1.
Instead of going for 2.
Yeah.
And he even said it. He's like, I'd be an idiot if I keep trying to kick it and we miss and not go.
So they were 1-4 in the kicking game, if I recall. They made one of the or was it one? Yeah, it was 1-4. They missed one of the field goals, 2 of the extra points, and then actually finally made an extra point later in the game. But man, if you're going into these last couple games and if they make the playoff, they need to get their shit together with the kicking.
I guess they decided on kicking extra points to Schmidt, I believe, and then because Burnett's not kicking, he's still injured. It shows, obviously. Yeah. And who's the other?
And badly missed, not just like And they were badly missed kicks. They weren't just like almost missed it or hit the post. I mean, it was shank.
Like he kicked it directly to the side.
Oh man! By the way, you're kind of
I'll take it out.
Let's kind of get this situated. Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Just looking at that, I mean, I was pissed watching that crap going on.
Hold on.
You good? All right. No, we're live. We're doing this live. Is it your phone?
Doing it live. I think it's my actual phone. It might be time to upgrade. Let's see if that helps.
I think I got you now. See, this is what happens when you go live. And by the way, for the 60 million people watching our show right now,
wow.
Feel free if you have any comment, put a comment in the chat if it's a good question or something that you have. We might say it over the air. But yeah, once Dennis gets his phone back together.
I don't know what it is, man. It's something on my end. It's like
let's do this. Just get out of it real quick. Come back in. I'll do some talking. There we go. Okay. So since I'm on live, Dennis is going to be back here in a second. See, and there he is. See, he just shows up again.
Working now? How's that?
That sounds better.
All right, cool. Yeah, sorry, folks. And we don't have production like people and stuff, so, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Lori says this is her first time watching live to the show.
Oh, she's watching? What's up, Lori? What's up, sis?
What's up, Lori?
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, we got a comment. So she must be one of the 60 million people watching our show right now.
Awesome.
60 million.
I'll take it.
If we had 6, I'd be happy. But, I'll take 1.
I'll take it.
Or 2. Heather might be watching up there, too. I don't know. But, yeah, but see, she's just laughing as I said that.
All right, so where were we before my awful
we were talking about the defense and how that was looking and the kicking game. So the kicking game right now, just absolutely atrocious.
Terrible.
But, yeah, they need to get that taken care of. And it wasn't just one guy. It was all 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
3 missed kicks by different kickers. So it's not like the same guy is missing. It's like, okay, let's try this guy, miss. Let's try this guy, miss. Let's do this guy, miss.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do?
Not to mention, like, I don't know if they did it this game. Maybe they did once, but kicking the ball out of bounds on kickoffs, how many times, It's not just been like one game. It's been
it's
several.
Every other game. It's at least one time.
Yeah.
And that is so frustrating because doesn't the ball come back to the 40 now?
So, yeah, it's yes.
So field position, you're already losing at least 15 to 20 yards just on that alone. So it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least
go recruit a kicker, please, Coach Freeman. That's your only knock this season, my guy. So
far. And obviously with the early defensive struggles against 2 at the time really good teams, the defense has actually been picking it up. And
yeah, no, I'm really I wanted the guy to be fired, and if he kept it up, I'd still be on that. Right
Oh,
now,
well,
he's fine. He can stick around a little bit. Maybe he's catching his stride. Great segue into this week. Navy presents a challenge for the defense, and let's hope,
number
because
one
such time
rushing.
coaches have not done well against Navy. Freeman did okay when he was.
That was the
defensive
only team.
coordinator.
Yeah, I saw the stat on that. Except for Freeman, who actually his defense held. Everybody else, first time defensive coordinator got shelled.
So, and it would have been cool if Navy would have been undefeated this week, because I bet you they would have had game day in South Bend.
Yep.
If Navy was undefeated, because it's a rivalry, and they probably would have gave them a top 25 ranking, because that's what they do to hype it up, and it would have been cool. But with that being said, it's going to be tough. I think Notre Dame should handle them like they've been handling the last couple of years. I don't think their defense brings a much of a challenge for Notre Dame's offense. But again, if they sit back and play that bend don't break BS, Navy might stick around, and it might it might be a little ugly win. I don't want to see an ugly win. I want to blow out, man.
So speaking of ugly win, if they do, think about this game too, because you're going to have rain, cold,
right,
wind.
Right.
So this kind of sits right into the hand of Navy for their game plan anyway.
Yeah, because if they hang on to the ball for 10 minutes, like they can do.
Yep. It's going to be
That's
rough.
going to be rough. Notre Dame has to score every This is where the offense. They got to score when they get in the red zone. They're going to move the ball against Navy. They always do. But they got to score, and that red zone scoring has been suspect this year, because
very suspect. And obviously, like we said, the kicking game hasn't helped. But yeah, we Notre Dame
left a lot of points on the field, man.
I was just going to say Notre Dame cannot keep leaving those points on the field, because it will come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
think
it
about
could
it.
really get scary. I'm jumping ahead. But Pitt, I told you, man, that Pitt team.
I said the same thing. That was the one loss I had on the schedule at the beginning of the year. And that's next week. So we'll see how that goes. Let's do a little update on the college scores real quick, since we are live. We got Indiana at Penn State 20-7 Indiana. Georgia's handling Mississippi State at Mississippi State 38-7. We got Texas Tech still beating BYU at home 16-0. Ohio State 14-3 over Purdue. And then the other game, Ole Miss 35-0 at home against the big old Citadel.
Oh.
So
I hope the lame Ducks get beat today. Clip their wings a little bit, man.
Oh, they're at number 9 in the first poll.
Well, who they haven't. That's the thing, is they have to win today, and win pretty convincingly, I think.
Yeah, so actually let's get into that. Let's segue to our other games to watch. Obviously, that's a huge one later. Or number 9 Oregon and number 20 Iowa. And this is a game that Iowa would normally win, just because they just grind it out.
And it's at Iowa, and it's a hard place to win at.
One of the other games I'm looking at that's not on currently, number 3 Texas A&M at 22 Missouri. That'll be a good one. And then LSU's first game without Brian Kelly at number 4 Alabama.
LSU can catch them. I mean, they got nothing to lose. They're playing for everything.
Bama can take them lightly.
Kalen DeBoer is still not Nick Saban. I'm not
No, he's not.
So
yeah,
I would like to see Oregon go down. That'd be cool. I mean, I'd like to see them all go down in front, actually.
Even Texas A&M?
No, I would like to see A&M win, because that's.
If Texas A&M can finish a season with one loss, that would look really good for us anyway.
Do I think Texas A&M is the number 1 team in the country? No. I still think it's Ohio State, and it's everybody else.
So anybody that's watching, if you have any questions for us before we head out in a little bit here, feel free to drop your question in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to do our Idiot of the Week this week. I know Dennis has one. I don't think I have one this week. So, Dennis.
That's all right. We'll take it. My Idiot of the Week, and I had a lot. I had some runner-ups, some guys. Some of the stories were from last week, but I had at least 4 or 5 that I want to choose from. But it comes down to this one, and I'm happy to have him as our idiot of the week this week is Tom Brady. Tom and that beautiful mug of his cloning his fucking dog for $50,000 fucking dollars, man. Cloned his dog for $50K. The dog died 2 years ago, folks. He just cloned it this week. Or maybe it takes a while for the process. I don't fucking know. But my point is, how many dogs are out there that need homes and shelters? Tons. And this guy and his pompous ass fucking face go and buy or clone his dog from his divorced wife? Fucking Muppet.
Ding, ding. That's 4 dings in that one little rant. I agree with
Am
you.
I right or wrong?
I agree with you.
That 50K could have went to like animal shelters or something like that in that regard.
Exactly.
I'm going to get a clone.
So the funny thing, cloned his dog, but did you see the pictures of the 2 dogs?
No.
They did not look the same. How do you
It's
clone?
DNA, man. It's just DNA.
Do they have the same personality? It's like, oh God.
Do they lick their balls the same? Maybe they lick Tom Brady's balls. I bet they do. That's why he cloned a dog, to have his balls licked.
My God.
It's so gross. All this stuff that's happening, I'm going to go clone my dog from 2 years ago.
All right. Thanks for the show. We'll see you next week. Okay, that has to be one of the funniest things you've said on the show.
It's been a while, but yeah, that was good. Felt good. It felt really good, actually.
Our 60,000 or 60 million watchers are filling in our chat right now.
Yeah.
Got some emojis going on, some laughing emojis, so that's pretty cool right there.
Oh, you do? They flutter up like that?
Yeah. One of the 60 million, Lori again put in some emojis. One of our 60 million watchers.
Oh, that's good. Maybe it'll get lots of likes in the rerun.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. So
when we go into syndication and start.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna do. I can't go after that.
I know you want to, but
I will not have. It's actually somebody else. It's something else too. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. Well, another time, another place. You had your moment. That was it, right there.
Yeah, that was good for all of us.
So let's get into tonight's game. Notre Dame's at home against Navy, the #1 rushing team in college football. The game is at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. As I said earlier, it's going to be rainy, cold, some wind. I was supposed to be there. I gave away my tickets because I ain't sitting through that crap again.
Yeah, it was smart.
Not only that, but
you get
I don't want to
sick.
be heading home at midnight and get home at 2 a.m.
Right.
So
the weather, the roads. Then you're damp. Your clothes are damp and soaked all day.
I've done it before. It's brutal.
I have too. It's not fun.
It's brutal. Today's spread, Notre Dame is a 24.5 point favorite. Total over under 55.5. Now, let's get into some of these stats of Navy. The 6'2 senior quarterback, Blake Horvath. I thought you said he's back, right? Because he was out last year.
Yeah. See, I think he's been there forever. I think he did a couple tours and then he came back to play football.
He has 1,143 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's 59th in QBR at 52.6. But here's the kicker. And he's not a kicker. He's a quarterback. 926 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. Wow. And then the running back, Alex Tezka, 90 carries, 523 yards, 6 touchdowns. And they actually do have a wide receiver who that's pretty good. Eli Heidenreich, 31 catches, 575 yards and 4 touchdowns. So they might fool you here and there with a pass.
Oh, they have been. I mean, the last couple of years, that's been their MO is Navy.
They always do. They killed us at
a lot more. They're passing a lot more. This is not the Navy of 10, 15 years ago. They're passing a lot more.
And Navy's offense is scoring 35 points per game. They have 317 rushing yards per game. So what do you see happening here with this game? It's going to be sloppy. It's going to be messy.
I hope Notre Dame, whoever, I hope they defer or elect to kick either or and get the ball at the second half. That's one. Two, they have to just they have to play sound football and stay in their gaps, but they have to attack. You know, they can't just sit back and wait for the play to come to them, because Navy will push them down the field, I think. Just because you can't react against it, because there's too much of the give and go and how they run and the counters and all the guys in motion. It just fools them every time. And Notre Dame should be the superior team. They got to get out and score fast. And I think they need to run Love and Jadarian Price, because I don't think there's any way Navy can stop either of the two.
No way.
But just who cares? I don't care if they can put all 11 guys in the box. I still don't think they can stop them.
Their defense obviously is a lot smaller than most college football defensive lines. So yeah,
I know they play, with their heart, and they play for country, and I get it. I understand that, but Notre Dame should be able to. I mean, what's it been like the last 4 or 5 years? We've pasted Navy every year.
Basically,
I'd like to see that still continuing. Last year, I think it was Navy was ranked when we played them, and there was some hullabaloo about how they're going to hang with Notre Dame, and Notre Dame ran them out of the building. So
yeah,
hullabaloo. Can we just say that one more time? Hullabaloo. Okay, great word.
And if you have an idea on what your prediction is, feel free to drop it in the chat, since we are live today. I was not able to do a show during the week because I was traveling like a freaking madman all over the Midwest. So yeah, we were able to at least get this done today. And what I'm looking at, I'm exactly with you with what you said. I want the Price Love connection. Ooh, that sounds like a good one. The Price Love connection. I didn't mean it that way, but that's how it came out.
That came out well, actually.
That came out well. I see that being really well tonight, especially with the cold and the rain and the wind. So let our offensive dogs knock down their defensive dogs and just run it. I also see Eli Rarity.
Did somebody else say that like that?
Yeah.
Dogs? Oh.
Dogs. Yeah, they're the guy that you don't care for.
Yeah.
Dog.
What did he do today? Did he jump into something or anything today?
No, I don't think he even took his shirt off. Normally he does.
Oh, good.
He's taken his shirt off for the last 6 shows, but I don't think he did today. But anyway, I do see the tight ends getting some catches.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
That would be good too.
That would be very good.
And then
we're down. Heinisch is out for defensive line, so that's another reason we gotta. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
He's got experience against the Navy midshipmen, so.
The linebackers need to really be.
That's where you're going to watch them. We're going to have 4 of them flying around tonight. Watch.
Yeah.
You have KVA flying around. You have Bowen flying around. Sneed will be flying around. And throw in, hell, you might even see the freshman Fariamo, if I'm saying that correctly, come flying out from the bench tonight to get reps. Good. Get reps, man.
So I'll give my score prediction right now before we head on out. I have Notre Dame winning this game. Not shocking there. 42-23 today.
42-23. Wow, you think they're going to score that much? Yeah.
I
Notre
do.
Dame has been holding since Purdue. I think Notre Dame's been holding opponents to like 13 points a game or something.
10. It's like 11.5 points per game the last 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to see some super athletic plays from Traore and Young on the line tonight. I think they're going to set the edge. So they're going to come up the middle, and then that'll give the ability for the linebackers to stuff it up the middle. Got to watch for over the top. Remember, our DBs have been
I see that
have been exposed by long plays there. I'll say that.
They've been sus, as the kids say.
Sus. I'll go because I think there might be a little less scoring for the simple fact it could be some sloppy play and like some long drives that eat a lot of clock. So there might not be as many possessions, if you will. So let's go Notre Dame 38, Navy 17.
38-17. Okay, I like it. So you had mentioned earlier what Notre Dame's put up defensively the last 5 games since the Purdue game. They gave up 13 to Arkansas, 7 to Boise State, 7 to NC State, 24 to USC, and then 10 to Boston College.
Hey.
So when you hold even like at the time USC was putting up some gaudy numbers,
Right.
and they hold them to 24, and then since then you've basically the highest scoring was 13. So yeah, the defense picked up, man.
Yeah.
So there
Pretty
we're
awesome. Pretty awesome. So good job, Ash. Good rebound. So I was coming for you.
And we got 3 games remaining. We
Wow.
have after this week's Navy game, we have at Pittsburgh, who's currently ranked 24th, and then home against Syracuse, which will be senior day, and then at Stanford right now to be TBD for the time. So we'll see. Stanford's bad.
Stanford they don't know what it's going to be on or what time.
What time? It even doesn't show what station.
It's probably going to be on ESPN at like 2 in the afternoon or something. Or
I don't. Maybe ABC because it's an away game.
Yeah,
So
but
we'll see.
ABC will have the big. Nah, I don't. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe ABC during the day, but remember, Stanford they're not going to have a noon kickoff here. That'd be like 9 in the morning in California.
Exactly. So yeah, I could see, like you said, the 2 o'clock. Stanford is 3-6 right now. And I forget that they're in the ACC. Jeez.
Yeah, it's weird. They're in the ACC.
So strange. Still seeing that. Cool. Well, that was a good show today. Being live here on the We Are Indy Nation everything social media, and Dennis and I, like we said, we put our predictions in. I have Notre Dame winning 42-23. Dennis has them winning 38-17. Next
Go
week,
Irish, man.
maybe next week we'll see if we can actually schedule something for a guest or whatever.
Yeah, we'll try to get a guest, maybe.
By the way, this was a 3-year anniversary this week, and you saw this. Chris Zorich being on the show, and I'm going to try to get him back.
Thanks.
Yeah, he even commented on us sharing it. That he's like, it was great being on the show. Love doing it. Well, let's do it again, big man.
Let's do it again, Chris. If you're watching, you're awesome. Obviously.
Exactly. So until next time, enjoy the game tonight. And
enjoy the games this afternoon.
As I say, go Irish.
Go Irish.
And